Welcome back to Living Local on this Wellness Wednesday. Celery juicing has been blowing up on social media, and while there isn't sufficient science backing up the health benefits, you don't have to look far on the internet to find thousands of testimonials claiming this beverage is enhancing health. Joining me in studio, you have just Joni with Homegrown Health Radio. Thanks for being here again, Joni. We love having you here. Now, this may seem like a silly question, but what is celery?
Well, celery is often mistaken for a vegetable, but it's really an herb, and it's been backdated to about 4000 BC. It's mostly found in the Mediterranean, and it's been used medicinally for about the last 3,000 years for anything from an aphrodisiac on up to helping cure the body or heal the body of rheumatism, inflammation, gut issues, skin issues, testosterone hormonal imbalances, and it just really is an overall kind of little miracle juice.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, when I think of celery, I just think of those little boats that you would make in elementary. Yeah, with peanut butter and raisins or chocolate chips. Yeah. But now you hear about celery all the time. Yeah. So it's really become a huge craze to juice it. What do you think sparked this?
Well, first off, we have a lot to thank medical medium. His name's Anthony William, and he is a little more of an eccentric healer, I guess you could say. He's really pretty spiritual about what his message is, but the health benefits are undeniable. The things that people have been experiencing have been second to none. I mean, just one glance on his Instagram page and it's testimony after testimony of people juicing their celery, showing what it has healed from cystic acne to thyroid issues to hormonal imbalances to gut restoration. And gut healing is so important because that's about where 80% of our immune system lives. And the science is really kind of catching up with the folklore now. Although there's not adequate research and science done on celery itself, everything's kind of starting to catch up now because of this buzz. So you've seen him on Extra TV. Anthony has been completely just all over the internet and social media everywhere.
And as you've been researching yourself, what has your research been saying about why celery? What's so special about celery?
Well, historically, celery being used for things to alkalize your gut, that helps really escort out unproductive bacteria, mold, fungus, and viruses that create a lot of internal inflammation. And if you listen to my show or you've seen me on here, I often talk about not only do we have to look at what modern medicine says, but we have to look at things like toxins and the things that we take in, the amount of toxic exposure that we've had, the accumulation of toxic exposure. Is that really being escorted out of our body correctly, or are our livers just inundated with so much that it can't keep up? So a lot of times toxins are fat soluble, and you'll find that it stores itself up in fat tissues. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to look at being inundated. There's also emotional health that you have to look at, how it affects you physically, and celery juice is supposedly helping clear those pathways as well. So anything from anxiety, depression, I've noticed my skin got clearer, got a little more consistent in its tone, and I just think it makes me feel really good and gives me a lot of energy. So I love to do celery as often as I can.
Let food be thy medicine, right?
Yes, Hippocrates.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so how do you make celery juice?
Well, it's super easy. If you have a juicer, this part is the easy part, righty? Okay, I'm going to try to make sure I get my little gloves on here.
All right.
We're going to turn on this juicer, and we're going to let the celery juice roll. And you know what? That is for you, girl. That is all for you. So that is your juice. No. Let me know what you think. It's very fresh. It's very celery.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not bad at all. So this makes it super easy, right?
Just throw it on in there.
Throw it in there. It's part of the parsley family, so you know. Well,
and you don't have to cut anything. You just throw it all in there.
Put it all in there, and it makes it super easy. There you are.
Wow. Yeah, that's super simple. Okay, so what is your personal protocol? How much celery juice do you drink? When do you drink it? How often? All that sort of thing.
So what I like to do, because I mean it's as recommended in the book, and the people that are experiencing these health benefits, this is what they're doing. So you wake up and you can do celery juice upon waking, or you can at least drink 8 to 16 ounces of lemon water if you're not going to do celery right away. Then you're going to want to go ahead and do celery. I actually have celery dates with friends. I do. They call me up and they're like, coffee? And I'm like, let's do a celery date. date.
Let's do a celery date.
So we'll meet at Fresh Blends, or I'll go there and pick up the juice, or I'll make it myself. You can make it in a blender at home, so you don't have to worry about like going out and purchasing an expensive juicer if that's not something that you can afford. So if you blend it up, you just want to make sure you have a strainer and that you have cheesecloth as well.
Yeah.
So you can, use a spatula and push it through the small strainer, and then also make sure you take the pulp and squeeze it out of the cheesecloth, and that will give you the juice as well.
So, Joni, what are the benefits of taking this on an empty stomach? Because when I was reading about it, a lot of people say take it when, first upon waking, or just having water beforehand.
Yeah, you can do it once a day, 16 ounces. You may have to work up to it, but twice a day is even better, maybe 3 times a day. In the folklore, they say it's the best thing ever to help heal your body. Making sure you do it on an empty stomach just means that your digestion is already in a break. Break fast, breakfast, breaking the fast. So your body's already naturally just doesn't have anything else in it, and when you introduce this in an empty stomach, that's where you start to get a lot of the alkalizing, healing properties of celery into your body right away, so it can work immediately on the rest of your body.
How long have you been celery juicing?
Since, let me think, November of last year. I finally couldn't ignore it anymore. I'm like, okay, I see it, universe, it's everywhere. So I decided to start doing it, and it was a little potent at first, but for me, I've trained my taste buds like, if this is good for you, you're going to take it whether you like it or not.
Right.
And so, yeah.
This is my first celery juice of all time, and you're right, it is potent.
Yeah.
But I can already, just having a few drinks, it's like my taste buds are kind of getting used to it.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to see the benefits?
Well, I mean, almost immediately. I am no stranger to juicing, so I am very, very clear on where my intentions are and where my focus is on my health. So I juice all the time, every day anyway, but just specifically the celery juice, I started to notice my symptoms from past adrenal fatigue issues and thyroid and hyperthyroid stuff that I've been working on and healing in my body a long time. I really noticed my energy levels just steadying out and not having high highs and dips. And the more I stay away from caffeine, and the more I do celery juice, the less caffeine I really even want in my body. So that helps calm anxiety as well.
Very interesting. Yeah. Well, Joni, thank you so much for being here. Cheers to
Cheers
Wellness
to
Wednesday.
Yes.
Appreciate it. All right, if you're not making your own green juice, you can stop by Fresh Blends in Bettendorf. We'll also have more details posted on ourquadcities.com. More Living Local blends on after this.